Have you ever wondered about the origins of the ancient city of Pompeii? It's a tale that begins in the 6th century BC when a people known as the Oscans put down roots and established what would become one of the most fascinating cities of antiquity. The early development of Pompeii was not an isolated endeavor. In fact, it was greatly shaped by the cultural influence of two dominant civilizations of that era, the Greeks and the Etruscans. Their impact on Pompeii was profound, molding its architecture, cultural norms, and even its economy. The Greeks, renowned for their architectural prowess, contributed significantly to the city's physical layout and design. Meanwhile, the Etruscans, known for their rich culture and arts, left their mark on Pompeii's societal customs and practices. And so, Pompeii began to take shape, a vibrant blend of different cultures and influences. Little did its people know the fate that awaited them centuries later. But what shaped Pompeii the most was not its early settlers, but the mighty Romans. In the year 80 before Christ, a pivotal moment arrived in Pompeii's life story. The Roman army, under the command of the general Sulla, marched into the city, marking the beginning of a new era. The Roman conquest brought with it profound changes that transformed the city in myriad ways, from its architecture and culture to the very lifestyle of its citizens. The Romans, known for their architectural prowess, left an indelible mark on Pompeii. The cityscape began to echo the grandeur of Rome itself. Majestic structures sprang up, the most iconic of which were the amphitheater, the forum, and the aqueduct system. The amphitheater, a colossal structure that could house up to 20,000 spectators, became a hub for gladiatorial contests and other public spectacles. Its design, a perfect ellipse, was a testament to the Romans' architectural ingenuity. The Forum, the heart of Pompeii's social and political life, was another Roman addition. It was a large open space surrounded by colonnades and lined with statues of gods and emperors. Here, citizens would gather to engage in commerce, politics, and social discourse. And let's not forget the aqueduct system, a marvel of Roman engineering. This network of channels brought fresh water from distant mountains right into the homes of Pompeians, a luxury that was unheard of in many parts of the world at that time. But the Roman influence was not confined to architecture alone. It permeated the culture and lifestyle of Pompeii. Roman fashion, cuisine, and customs became the norm. Latin replaced Oscan as the official language. Even the city's governance was restructured to mirror that of Rome. Under Roman rule, Pompeii flourished, becoming a bustling city full of life and grandeur. The Romans, with their innovative ideas and superior technology, transformed Pompeii from a small Oscan town into a thriving metropolis, a miniature Rome in the shadow of Mount Vesuvius. Scene script: imagine walking down the streets of Pompeii. What would a typical day look like? As the sun rises, Pompeii springs to life. The streets are bustling with activity. Traders open their shops, showcasing a variety of goods, from fish and olives to elaborate jewelry and finely crafted pottery. The marketplace is a vibrant hub, filled with chatter, haggling, and the rich aroma of freshly baked bread. Away from the market, the city's social scene thrives. Friends gather at the local taverns, exchanging stories and laughter over cups of wine. The amphitheater echoes with the cheers of a crowd, engrossed in a thrilling gladiatorial contest. Meanwhile, poets and philosophers engage in lively debates in the city's gardens, their words a testament to the intellectual life of Pompeii. Bathhouses, a cornerstone of Roman society, are a crucial part of a Pompeian's day. These elaborate structures are not just for bathing, but also for socializing. Here, Pompeians relax in heated rooms, enjoy massages, and indulge in beauty treatments, all while discussing politics, business, or the latest gossip. But life in Pompeii is not the same for everyone. The city is a complex tapestry of social classes. At the top are the wealthy elites, living in luxurious villas adorned with intricate mosaics and frescoes. Then come the freeborn citizens and freed slaves, who make up the bulk of the population. At the bottom are the slaves, whose sweat and toil keep the city running. Religion, too, plays a significant role in daily life. Temples dedicated to various Roman gods dot the cityscape. Pompeians frequently visit these sacred spaces, offering prayers and sacrifices for prosperity, good health, and protection. Life in Pompeii was vibrant and filled with rich experiences, a testament to the city's prosperity. From the bustling markets to the lively social scene, the elaborate bathhouses to the bustling slave markets, every aspect of life in this ancient city paints a vivid picture of a society that was until it wasn't. But on one fateful day in 79 AD, everything changed. A serene August day like any other was abruptly interrupted by the awakening of the mighty Mount Vesuvius. The calm blue sky was slowly devoured by a monstrous cloud of smoke and ash, heralding the beginning of a catastrophe that would forever mark the history of Pompeii. The eruption of Vesuvius was nothing short of apocalyptic. The once dormant volcano roared to life, spewing a deadly cocktail of molten rock, volcanic gas, and burning ash. The sky darkened and Pompeii was plunged into an eerie, premature night. Panic-stricken citizens ran through the streets, their screams swallowed by the deafening rumble of the volcano. But the true horror was yet to come. The eruption triggered a deadly phenomenon known as a pyroclastic flow. This lethal avalanche of superheated gas and volcanic matter raced down the slopes of Vesuvius at terrifying speeds, obliterating everything in its path. As the pyroclastic flow hit Pompeii, the city's fate was sealed. Buildings crumbled under the onslaught. People were overtaken in their tracks, their last moments frozen in time by the intense heat and ash. Those who sought shelter in their homes were entombed as ash and pumice rained down, burying the city under a thick gray shroud. And then, as quickly as it had begun, the eruption ceased. The once thriving city was now a desolate wasteland. The streets, once filled with life and laughter, were eerily silent, the grand buildings and vibrant frescoes hidden beneath a blanket of ash. The bustling city of Pompeii, once a jewel of the Roman Empire, was brought to its knees by the wrath of Vesuvius. In a matter of hours, life as the Pompeians knew it was wiped out. Their homes, their loved ones, their very existence was swallowed by the volcano. In a matter of hours, the bustling city of Pompeii was silenced, entombed under the wrath of Vesuvius. Such was the power of nature, unyielding, unmerciful, and utterly devastating. It was a fateful day that would forever be etched in the annals of history. For centuries, Pompeii lay forgotten until its rediscovery in the 16th century. A city that once thrived, bustling with life and activity, had been buried under layers of volcanic ash, lost to the world above. It would take a chance encounter to bring this ancient city back to light once again. In the late 1500s, architect Domenico Fontana was orchestrating an underground channel to divert the river Sarno. It was during this massive undertaking that he stumbled upon the forgotten city. However, the true significance of the find was not immediately recognized, and it wasn't until the mid-18th century that systematic excavations began, led by Charles of Bourbon. From the moment the first spade broke the ground, it was clear that this was no ordinary archaeological site. Pompeii was a city frozen in time, its buildings, artifacts, and even its inhabitants preserved under a thick layer of volcanic ash. The eruption of Mount Vesuvius had been a cataclysm of the worst kind, but it had also inadvertently created a time capsule of unprecedented detail. Over the years, the excavations have uncovered an astonishingly well-preserved city. The buildings, streets, and public spaces provide a tangible physical link to the past, offering a unique insight into the daily lives of the ancient Romans. But perhaps even more poignant are the plaster casts of the victims. The volcanic ash hardened around them, creating a mold that was later filled with plaster. These casts capture the final moments of the Pompeians, a chilling reminder of the human cost of this ancient disaster. And so, Pompeii continues to reveal its secrets, each new discovery adding another piece to the puzzle of what life was like in this ancient Roman city. It is a tangible testament to the power of nature and a stark reminder of the fragility of human life. Today, Pompeii stands as a time capsule, a window into the past that continues to captivate us. For within its ruins, we find not just the remnants of buildings and artifacts, but echoes of lives lived and lost, forever etched in stone and ash. So what can we learn from the story of Pompeii? The tale of Pompeii is a rich tapestry, woven with the threads of time. Born from the fertile soil of Italy, Pompeii was a city that thrived, growing under the influence of the Roman Empire. Here, daily life was a vibrant mosaic of commerce, culture, and community, until it was abruptly ended by the devastating eruption of Mount Vesuvius. The city lay forgotten, buried under a blanket of ash, until it was rediscovered, revealing a snapshot of life frozen in time. The story of Pompeii is more than just a historical narrative. It's a cautionary tale of nature's undeniable power, capable of both creation and destruction. It underscores the fragility of human life, yet also highlights our resilience and our insatiable curiosity to uncover the past. The story of Pompeii serves as a stark reminder of nature's power and the fragility of human life. but also a testament to the enduring allure of history.